Yo! Welcome in, you legends. Woo! Darren, Tay, Spooky, Rush, first 4 legends in here. Welcome in. Oh, oopsie. I had the mouse sensitivity button on accident. Ooh, not LK anymore. We ain't doing no more LK. Nope, we're at the next best place in the world. I love it. Trav and go. Yeah. Love Trav. Always have. Can't prove I didn't. I will be honest though, Trav running isn't as bad if you have a build that's specifically for doing it. Specifically for only doing what I'm doing right now. But generally this isn't what I like to do, so. But this isn't too bad. Not going too bad. 5% enhanced damage. Ooh. Xantis, Wicked Ball, D-Day, what's going on? Yo, yo, a couple more legends hopping in. Thank you guys for spending your Wednesday hanging out here. Yeah, Rush, it is indeed happening, is indeed what's going on for sure. Darren's rocking the Cows Jabazon. You have Infinity, okay. Well, that's a big one. If we're running Cows with the Jabazon, you can get away with the other stuff. Infinity is the most biggest. Just assume I said something that made sense. D-Day hits hopping in. Can't stay, but just figured he'd hop in, hit the like button real quick. Appreciate you. Oh, forget that guy. Merc, you better take care of yourself. I'm not giving you a potion, so if you get taken out while I'm picking these charms up, that's on you, buddy. Mrs. Big Hat is going to be very disappointed in you if you get taken out here. Okay. Might as well help him a little bit, huh? So, you know what I never thought about? I just realized this is important to talk about us too. Really important. I wanted to talk about chat with you guys. Is this the mercenary's first name or is it their last name? Like, is this, or do they only have one name? They have no they have no middle, they have no last. It's just their first. I mean, we got to get to the bottom of this. Got to get to the bottom of this. Sniper, welcome in. What's going on, Doom and EJ? No announcement on new season. So I guess on Twitter or something, someone asked like, "Hey, what's going on with new season?" And someone said there'll be news towards the end of the month. So I don't know why that is or whatever. So it was something, I might be paraphrasing. I don't know if I worded exactly. I'd have to see it again. But maybe I could pull it up for you actually after this run. Ooh. It's just their middle name? That's interesting. So it's kind of like one of those people that don't like their first name, so they just go by their middle name. Actually, my neighbor's like that. I forget. Actually, I don't even remember his first name, to be honest. But it's like David Patrick, and he just goes by Pat. I didn't know this until his mail. Like, sometimes the mailman... Like, we're in a place that it's very abnormal for the United States where the mailman walks down our road and walks up to every door and drops it in the little mailbox next to your door. And every once in a while, like, if we don't get any mail, they'll accidentally put their mail in our mailbox, you know? Because he just assumes that every house has mail, you know? JD, yeah, exactly that, for sure. Sound Chaos E-Bug. I have... Oh, is that the thing, Wicked Ball, where the game just makes every sound in the game or something? Like, in a row? It looks familiar, but I can't remember, Wicked. I've never done it, but I've seen like 11 seconds of a video where they did it, and then obviously I instantly clicked off because it's like, good God, like, dude, this is ridiculous. Oh man, I chugged a potion for no reason. Getting beat up a little more than normal with this Might aura around here. First Mighted. Their professional name to keep them safe. Ah. So kind of like on the weekends, they call me Ferrari. Kind of like that. It's like not my real name. It's not like Phil, but that's just so people don't know my real name on the weekends. Gotcha. Time to play hardcore since I finished the Grail? No! No, I dislike hardcore there. Attractive GD. Dislike hardcore. If anything, and I know it's not everybody's thing, some people let me know when I just was like, I'm gonna try this for like a couple of days just to try some of these speedrun strats. I might try to do like a little bit of speedrunniness. Of course, am I really going to be setting world records? Probably not. Most likely not, in fact, but I'm going to try to get some... I keep accidentally just slamming my my potions, so I'm just going to go out in one of these lower areas, because you intend to drop a lot more ones out here. Actually, let's go to what's-his-name. Since there's a few champ packs right here, usually. These guys give me the physical perfect. Okay, well. A lot slower when you use your Heart of the Oaks, I see. Oh, man. Usually he drops some stuff, but... Hardcore will teach me new stuff? Nah. Not anything I want to learn. There's all kinds of things in life where you could do something. You could learn something new by doing it. I have no interest in doing it. Whoops. Sorry, I was trying to move something there. And it's crazy how the number of like full rejuves you just run by and don't pick up, and then when you want to find any rejuves at all. Actually, I should probably be going like this, to be honest. I thought this would be, oh, this is Darkwoods, not Fishy Bosh area. What? Okay, I was gonna say, I don't even have enough mana to transform. Oh boy. That stinks when you go by so much you can't even find any champs before you run out of mana. Come on, bro. You never find any champs when you're looking for them, I guess, huh? Well, this is going magically worse than I meant it to. Always does, though. Just wanted to grab a full for a few rejuves there. Attractive. Script. Yeah, I got a macro, so I have a Razer mouse, and it comes with Razer Synapse software, which controls like the lights and different. You can program the buttons. So I programmed a macro on the button. Yes. I should do just mass hit Fishy Bosh right here. Woo! That's where it's at. I'm just gonna do like 2 more though. That should work out. I should have been doing that the whole time, huh? Just get some full redos just in case. Keep the Merc alive a little bit. Don't forget YouTube, hit that like button for me. Of course. You know the drill. You know the drill. Love the super unique farming, says Ethan. I do, but obviously right now he's not terrorized or anything and stuff, so it's not something I'd usually do, but I just, Trav, like, literally does not drop full rejuve, so occasionally you can get, the little rejuves. But yeah. Saffron, welcome in. I do love my Bish, that's for sure. Jail Rune, let's go. One more rejuve chilling around in here somewhere. Yeah, forget about it. We'll just like this. Saffron coming in with that Twitch Prime sub. Ya legend. Thank you so much for the Jeff Bezos subscription. Absolute Chad you are. Cab's saying, popping off a Bone Hue. Love to see it. Yeah, Bone Hue. Them Ogre axes. Ooh. Best ever, huh? D-Gen, welcome in. You're on about a 500 dry spell at Trav. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, you should probably have one before then, but yeah, I've had that bad luck before too, so. Chicken McNug, yo! Thank you for the 19 months of Slayership. Thank you so much for the generosity. Why is this? I don't know why I swap so sometimes. The notification didn't go off, did it? Sometimes YouTube is weird like that. But either way, thank you so much for the continued channel support. Yeah, I definitely went few thousand runs, several thousand in fact, without getting a high rune. Until I eventually blasted Trav for a week straight on ladder and with an item find Barb and got one. Congrats, the Lion. Maul off the Countess. Love to see it. Pork to Tyrael Trav? Easy Trav, huh? I got your materials there. That's interesting. Delay on the stream? I mean, there's always a couple of seconds, but nothing much, bro. On Twitch, there should just be sub 5 seconds. On YouTube, it should be 5 to 7 seconds. Yeah, no, it's about a 5-second delay on YouTube, so. If you're behind, then you just are accidentally behind in the stream, because on YouTube you can scroll back and sometimes it'll start you behind. So you might have just been 20 seconds behind and didn't realize, and it'll stay 20 seconds behind forever until you click go live or whatever, and down in the lower left hand corner of the stream. Mewtwo, welcome in. Ooh. You were like 2 minutes behind, yeah. So the stream was just 2 minutes behind. You just gotta. There's a button that says live in the corner. It'll be gray with a little gray circle next to it if you're not up to speed. And if you are up to speed, it'll be a red dot. Combined chat froze up. So like this is froze up on the screen, you're saying? I mean, 15 actually. Yeah, well. I mean, it looks like it's working fine. Bro Mike, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Oh. Appreciate you for the Jeff Bezos subscription. Yeah, no, looks like everything's working fine. It looks like it's a skill issue on your guys' parts, I think. Skill issue. I'm half joking. I don't know, like a few different people are saying there's weird stuff going on, but I don't see it on my end at all. Thank you once again, Bro Bike. Elrune, yes. Who's in here? Ismail. Ismail. Oh, well. Probably want to use my grief, huh? One of the negatives to the Wolf Barb, you don't see which weapon you have out at the time, so. It's only been on for a couple of minutes, so nothing good yet now. Best thing I found was like a 3 to 5 fire damage small tramp so far, so. Loved that green. I talked about that the other day. That green Barb helm. Second best drop right here. So far today. Bro Bike City found 10 Mangsongs, no Griffins. That's uncommon luck, we'll call that for sure. Pismeyer, welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, sorry, I just had a hiccup while I was swallowing my drink. Really annoying. Somewhere to see my build. Not at the moment, really. I do have a Magic Find variant of this build on my channel, but I didn't get a chance to. Yesterday, I didn't have to. I did a drop. Oh my gosh. Drop poly video. I got to get, usually I do a video for all the different builds I play, and I haven't got to this one quite yet, so. Before the next time I stream, either later today or tomorrow, I will have a video that just kind of goes over the gear real quick and where I decided to put my points and stuff. Max gold find on an Ami. I would have to look that up again. If I wanted to find that answer, what I would do right now is I'd go to Google and type it in. I don't want to be like that guy. Like, hey, Google it, bro! But like, for me to give you that answer, that's what I would have to do. And the answer will pop right up. So. Just Google it, bro. Ogreax. Google an Ogreax and let me know what you find. Frodeman says it's 80. 80 EG. I don't know what the EG stands for. How high of a rune am I looking for? So I need like extra gold. Oh, I thought everyone refers to gold just as GF. 80 GF for gold find. I've never seen EG before, but I'm not a gold finder or anything, so. Yo! Man! Tay! Troy, thank you so much for the 5 gifted Slayer-ship. Ooh. Thank you so much. My man. Oopsie. Now that you say 80, I actually remember now that it's 80. I forgot that. One of those ones that I don't look at too much. It's like if I seen it on an amulet, I would know it was the max. Or if I found an amulet and it was like 78, I'd be like, oh, the max is 80, but I just like forgot for a second. There's so much information to try to remember in D2. It's like, yeah. Amulet of Wealth, you had one that was at 49%. Yeah, I'm not sure where that one, maybe it could even be like 40 to 80 is considered wealth or something. I'm not sure personally. Pismeyer says finding Griffins. Darn things eludes me though. You got to hit some of those TZ Andes. Kind of the go-to. Let me try to catch up here. Where we, Bill's getting all kinds of behind today. Stu, forgive me. Wet Leaf, research online. Still not sure where's the best place to find base items actually is. So base items. So like rune word bases and stuff you're saying there, Leaf? In general for quote-unquote... Oh, yeah, I don't have my merc. It's going to be zero Magic Find cows generally, just because of the density and the ease. They're not immune to anything. But cows is almost exclusively runes and runeward bases is what it's for. So you could do it if that's what you want to do. I always just found them along the way when I was farming. But anywhere in hell, like, it depends what you're looking for, but yeah. Rarely am I solely looking for runeward bases, so that's why I don't do cows a lot. Usually I would be trying to find like a Griffin's Eye or like a D-Web and then grab runeward bases as they drop, you know? But that's just me. Obviously right now I'm actually doing kind of the thing that I say I usually don't do because I gave myself a every runeward challenge, but usually this wouldn't be my go-to. Grimskithy. No, what is this called? I keep thinking something Reaper, but I can't remember. Oh, Grimm's. Oh, so I kept thinking Grim Reaper, but I'm like, it can't be that. It can't be that. Grimm's burning, dead. Grimskithy. Okay. Did you guys know it's pronounced Skithy? It's not pronounced Scythe. Little known fact. A bad poet. Yeah, the pits, I find quite a few things there too because I'm blasting for those uniques a lot since I was Holy Grailing for so long, and you always want to try to find super rare uniques, right? And then grabbing runeward bases and stuff. So yeah, it's not bad. For sure. That is kind of where I end up getting stuff. Because I run pits so much, so. You always find stuff where you slay the most monsters, right? Welcome in some malts. Good to see ya. Love your work. Appreciate you. Thank you for the kind words. Thanks for watching the vids and welcome into the stream. And no need to thank me. Really, each day I should be thanking all of y'all for watching my videos. True story, by the way. True story. So you got the best LK map. Can't believe how close the campfires are. Yeah, when you get one of those, it's... Woo! Nice. I've had a few back in the day, and yeah, where it's essentially, as far as I could think of, they're like literally perfect maps. I just decided to take out a few extra monsters. Can't pack back here. Look at them all. You. Diablo fatigue. Crazy how often I get asked that. I don't think that anyone should ever have Diablo fatigue. Like, I'm full of gold almost. Task attack. Yo! Look at MC Hammer celebrating the 1,000 bits. Thank you so much for the generosity, Pask. You slayer. But yeah, anytime that you don't want to play Diablo 2, I would recommend don't play it. If that ever is a thing for you. Pop in Elder Scrolls, popped in Skyrim, Grand Theft Auto, go play some Call of Duty. I don't know, go read a book. Basketball, go to the gym, whatever you feel like doing. Crocheting. Never play a game, any game, not even just Diablo. If you have like quote unquote a particular game, Skyrim fatigue, stop playing Skyrim. You know? My best advice. Well, at least so there's too much he hasn't tried to get bored. There's a lot of stuff if you want to try every single thing for sure. Yeah, appreciate you, Pask. Have a good rest of your day. Appreciate you. Very kind. Thank you for the generosity once again. I mean, I can kind of get the, I don't know about fatigue thing necessarily, but I don't know. I guess when I play, I essentially am never just like dead silence, just the game. I'm playing that, you know. I have 2 monitors here, so I always have a podcast on the other one, and I'll do a couple runs, and I'll be thinking about something in my head, and I'll look it up, and I'll, you know, just stuff like that. Like, oh, what'd the price of gold do today? You know, where's Microsoft? What's Microsoft share price at? You know, and I'll stop and look that up, and or you know, like, you know, just different things. I'm never just like dead silent. All I hear is the sound of my, you know, demons getting slapped and stuff. You know, it's always more going on. Eno says he's done everything, still loves the game though. Everything, huh? Yeah, I don't know. That's, I guess so far that's the best advice I can come up for you. It's a little bit different for me, of course, because like I'm streaming, I'm talking to 150 people all at once, so it's like this actually, me streaming, it kind of comes back to what I was saying before. I'm essentially never doing just one thing at a time, you know? When I'm playing. Wet Leaf rocking Ranger Paladin, okay. So Ranger Paladin, seen different versions. You're saying like, do you rock one pretty much like the Enchant Sork where you got the fire aura? With like a demon machine that explodes. A lot of blue things here. I'm just looking to see everything there. So D-Gen said, what if I was failing 8th? I didn't see that up a minute ago. If you're failing 8th grade, should you quit D2? At that point, you should. Especially since you're, what, 38? If you're in 8th grade still and from playing D2 too much, you should probably stop. I know, I'm just kidding. I know you're talking about back when you were a kid, right? Oh, wait, you were in 2004? You were in 8th grade? Approximately, according to your guess? Oh, dang. You're only like 35 then, or 34. I graduated in 2004. Kids these days, am I right? Oopsie. Whoopsie. 15 to max. Eh. Let's see. Any magic things around that I missed? I don't think so. Eno was playing since D1. Playing since D1. G Stacks, welcome in. What's going on, my man? Small saying D2 is good because you can do other things while you're playing. Well, the thing is that like kind of like when I'm like trying to like speed run or whatever, when you're doing something new or you're new to the game, it's not as easy to do other things. It really is not. It's because we are so confident in like what we're doing that it's so easy to do other things, you know. Like when I'm speed running, I can't, like streaming is like, I don't know how streamers ever read their chat while they're speedrunning at all, but it's because they're map reading. They can just like look at the chat like this and go and look at their monitor, and then they see the map and they know they need to go like this direction You get to the exit and they're just like reading chat and they're like, oh, I need to go this way. And they just run like this, not even looking at what they're doing. Kind of like how I do when I'm farming, because I do it so often. But yeah, we're so like accustomed to playing the game and so confident in what we're doing that we can do other things while we're doing it. Eno says D2R needs new content. Jeez, I hope not. I really hope they don't start adding new stuff. Good God, no. You ever seen like the Rising Sun mod and all those different mods where they just keep adding and adding and adding and the game becomes a complete disaster? Project Diablo 2 and things like that. Man, I really hope that does. It's not going to happen to D2, but I really hope it doesn't as well. Really hope. Wet Leaf up a second ago. Yeah, Demon Machine, Maxed Fire, or gotcha. Trash as D-Gen showing off with his 8th gradeness. Trash only made it to 6. Impressive. Why is this guy Stone Skin's really getting after it over here? Get rid of you, cursed. It's gonna beat you up. Wolf Barb compared to other Barbs. I'm not sure. I mean, you just kind of hold down the button and he just slaps everything. I mean, how fun is it? I don't know. It's interesting being a wolf, I guess. The thing with Barbs, it's hard to say, like, compared to this and that. I feel like every Barb is, like, built hyper specifically for whatever it's doing. Ooh. All right. You definitely need them if you're rocking a summoning Necro, so good old summon Necro skiller right there. Ooh. Wet Leaf, thank you for the Slayership. Appreciate you. Welcome into the Slayers. Let me see this one thing. It could upgrade to a Hydra Bow if it rolled crazy. Ooh, almost missed that J-Mod. Oh. Next time. Full of gold. Okay, little find. Trash Talk said he's going out to walk in the freezing cold inspired by my treadmill walk. Enjoy. Boy. I need to straighten some of this stuff up. I got too much malarkey everywhere. Guess we'll just go like this. I'll just put my charms that I'm using over here. I need to go... I'm gonna run out of room. I need to go gamble for a second. Actually, vendor price reduced by 40. Probably want to have that when we're gambling, or by 15. I mean, I ain't about that life of going and getting the bow and stuff. That's so much work. I don't want them to. I want this open space so I can tell which ones I need to throw back over here. So, is there anyone to gamble here in Act 3? Does he gamble? Yeah, let's gamble with this guy. Switch it up. Extra tabs, yeah. Bad Poet. Extra tabs, I would obviously be on. And quality of life stuff, I'd be fine. But like, quality of life stuff, I'm fine with. But yeah. Wet Leaf a minute ago said he likes the Final Fantasy VIII speedruns. The Final Fantasy speedruns, I don't like speedruns that are like 9 hours, you know. I don't like watching those speedruns. They're too much. I like watching, even for Diablo, I like watching the normal difficulty speedruns because they're like maybe an hour at most, you know, nowadays, but... Is laying of hands damage noticeable? I've been using them the whole time on this build. Usually they are on melee stuff, so yeah. Could you make content about anything else? What would it be? Well done steaks, probably for sure. Let's see. What am I going to gamble here? Should I do ring? I'm going to do some rings, and then I'll switch maybe to something else at some point. I don't know. Maybe boots. I did start a fantasy football channel and just made like 15 videos just for funsies. I do actually have another channel that is like content creation type videos, mostly DaVinci Resolve, my video editor related, quick like 1 minute, 2 minute videos. But yeah, I'm thinking about maybe making, I don't know about more fantasy football videos, but I'm gonna start earlier, just like a couple of weeks into the season. I started making a few fantasy football videos just for S's and G's, and they're not like, I don't edit them at all. Actually, I pre-set up my scenes and everything before I record, so I don't have to edit at all. So incoming SOJ, I wouldn't mind that. SOJ from gambling is kind of neat, or would be kind of neat, I should say. Even though I don't like super need one, and probably pretty uncommon to gamble an SOJ like this, huh? Kind of hoping for some crazy rare ring or something, I guess. We'll see though. Yeah, upload 1 speedrun under 4 minutes. Yeah, that's like Morrowind speedrun, you know. You go in, it's like a 7-minute run. You go over here, run over here. The guy falls from the sky. You take his scrolls with a 1000 acrobat on him, and you jump to the middle, stab the main. You clip through the wall, drop into where the main boss is, stab him with a lockpick, and he instantly dies and runs over. Out of gold. NFCR legendary. What? These are garbage. Why'd I pick Wormhide over for the Enigma base? I just want to make it in something different, pretty much. That also wasn't like terrible. Like, I didn't want to be like, oh, I made it in a Kraken shell. It's got a 180 strength requirement. But, you know, so this is only, I don't remember how much, but this isn't too much more than a Dusk Shroud. And then when you hit this, it boom bumps you over 156, puts you about 162 or something, which is fine, you know. So it's just a little different, and yeah. Alucard not hitting. Yeah, I gotta go get some gold anyways. Let's try a different vendor. That's the reason. The reason I'm not getting anything is the vendor's wrong. Go to Act 4. Fashion greater than stats. Oh, isn't that true? Nah. I'm, yeah, I mean, to a point. To a point. Like, I'm not going to make my Enigma in a, Sacred Armor or something crazy, you know, but lacquered plate. See, this one's strength is 77, and this is 84. You know. Whatevs. You know, Gajid's is the best items? Maybe. That swindler, though, I can't trust that guy. Come on. Confused charges. Alright, let's gamble something else. I don't really care for gambling circlets and items much. Let's go with some, I could try for some tri-resi boots. Well, right here. We'll take one. This one. The boots, the type of boot doesn't matter, right? Let's take the low requirement one, I suppose. Oh yeah. Ooh, 29 max stamina. I don't know why I stared at that for 5 seconds. My brain couldn't comprehend what was going on. 89% slower stamina drain. My God. Kind of behind the chat. Don't worry. You don't need to see it. Ooh, what are those green boots? Is that it? Oh, of course they are. I'll throw them in. I'll show them to you guys if there's something good, I guess. I'm going to be out of gold here in like 2 seconds. All garbage. Why boots? Try them from some tri-res or something. Why anything? You try to get a rare item that's actually really good. Too many extra rolls at high level. I mean, that's not even the problem I'm having at the moment. Really, the problem is they're all blue items. Unfortunately, they're all blue items. And it's not even like I'm getting all these extra rolls of like things that aren't useful. Just not getting rare items. And the ones I do, it has like 10% walk run and like 5 fire res, and that's all that's on it. Light radius, enhanced defense on boots, most important. This is a true story. Darn. Could go gloves. Why not? While they're here. Ooh, look at that. Tutor Druid skills. We'll do these ones. They only got 65 on the strength department. Why not? Garbage. Max stamina, some lightning damage. Yeah, I guess I'm not really a gambling expert, so I'm just kind of doing sort of whatever. Oop. Wait, you can gamble a J-mod, can't you? 95,000 though. Well worth it. Almost got it. 50% of a J-mod. You know what? Yeah, just a mod. True story. I'm actually going to do that. Because would I really be that happy about getting tri-res boots? I'd be like, oh, that's cool. Or anything. A good ring. But man, if I got a J-mod, oh my god. Likelihood 1 in 10 of me getting a J-mod. Just an FYI. Oh, another deflect. Oh, kite shield deflecting. I did not notice that. Was the other one even a monarch? Because now that I think about it, I don't know that I looked. A rare monarch. It was actually a monarch. Oh, I like, yeah, my brain kind of checked out there for a second. Ooh, quad res monarch. JK. It's actually a kite shield. Yep. Why was I not doing this the whole time? Why was I not doing that the entire time? Jeez. P. Willie. Finally caught a stream. Me and the gang love you over here in the UK. Appreciate you. Welcome into the stream. Thanks for watching. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Let's hit a little quick gambling sesh. Cuckoo, yeah. Yep, offline single player. So I'm trying to find every rune in the entire game, and I've been running Trav to try to get some runes. You know, I'm going all different areas to do it. I'm trying to make every rune word in the game, and you unfortunately pick up all this gold is the only form of a loot filter on D2R, so I just have to do something with it. So I figured, hey, how hype would it be if I got a J-mod? Even though I'm single player, probably not the most, you know, used offline single player J-mods, that is, but I guess if I found one, I'd have to use it, right? I'd probably, what, plug in 4 runes and call it a day? Maybe. I'm hoping to hit a Cham out here or something. Another Burrs, huh? Found one of those yesterday or the other day, 2 days ago. I don't remember. I'd love to hit a Cham out here. It'd be great. Speed internet. Do you have? I have AT&T fiber. Yeah. AT&T fiber. Oops, sorry. I think it's like $80 a month or something. I'd have to double check actually. I literally canceled AT&T and then re-signed up with a new customer thing, so. They kept raising the price too, and I was having internet issues, and they wouldn't send me a new router. So I can't really say they have the best customer service, I guess. You know how every corporation is. But yeah, after enough times, I called them up. I'm like, if you guys don't get this internet fixed, I just want to cancel it because I need my internet to work. They're like, okay, we'll cancel your internet. I'm like, really? You'd rather just cancel my internet than fix it? And then I tried a different service, a more like regional one, and then theirs internet was even worse, like connectivity wise. And then I just was like, okay, well, AT&T was better than this, and they'll send me a new router now, I guess, at least, because that's what I needed. They just wouldn't do it before. But yeah. I kind of want to, like, cross my fingers here, and I don't want to jinx myself, but actually the last, like, 2 or 3 weeks, my internet's been fine, so hopefully it stays that way. But yeah. Maybe they got something figured out for my area. Oh, what am I doing? I'm just like teleporting around randomly. All right, let's get out of here. Sorry, I'm sometimes when I'm thinking about what I'm trying to say, I just like randomly walk around. Still casually flashing his runes. Hey, I had to put that stuff in. That was all the runes from LK up here. And these are the ones I found at Trav so far. So these are all the LK runes I found. And then these are just extra runes that I need to cube together. Nope, stream did not crash. I actually have my stream up on my main monitor right now. I'm watching it live, so my stream is not crashed now. Oh, I see what you did, Trash. You butthead. Grow up. No, he's being a butthead because I just said my internet's been fine for a while. AKA lying. Right now you have fixed wireless. I'm not even, I don't even know what that is, to be honest. There's some things that I only look into when I have a problem or when I need to make a change, and like types of internet, this and that is one of them, so. So like I learn about things and then 2 years go by and I never think about it again and I forget everything. So if there's anything new that comes out or anything, I just know nothing about it, pretty much. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff hiding in here. Yeah, we're good. G-Stacks has a great point there. Yeah, get him, G-Stacks. Take him out there. Take out my light work, all right? Yeah, Goltonator. Amazon, not the best teleport. This is true. This is true. Lightning facets in a JMod someone set up a minute ago. Yeah. The whole Phoenix shield is I did kind of fall in love with using that on a Javazon and then not having to worry about your mana at all. You could just like chug a lug at the potions. Chug-a-Lug mana potions, I guess. Which is an option. Especially if you're like just running cows, there's like literally mana potions everywhere, right? Just have Infinity on the Mercenary. Chug, 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 mana potions. J-Mod, Facet. If I found a J-Mod right now and I went and did cows, I'm going to do cows after this. I may even do that, actually. Like, I would totally plug in 4 facets, get more minus and plus, and just chug potions, maybe. Because, I mean, how often do you really need to use these full rejuves, am I right? How often do you ever need to use these when you're running cows on a Jabazon? Crash just got the 6th grade education. Unfortunate. You got a GED at least, right? You got a GED, right? Goltonator says self-infinity job is on. I mean, they can hit hard, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like being ranged is pretty goated, though. Seen some Spirazons hitting pretty hard though, for sure. Yeah, G-Stacks, I think you're right. Trash is putting a few back here in the AM, huh? Actually, I guess it's 12:46, but man, why did I not make more coffee before I started streaming? What an idiot. Don't think I could be any dumber. Probably the worst decision I made today. Crazy Shark says your D2R time's coming to a closing to focus on my main game for now. Main game, huh? What's that main game? I'm gonna guess WoW or something? Oh, okay. We're not really hunting uniques, but if you're gonna find a Gimmer Shred, Ethereal, let's go. Because those Ethereal throwing weapons now, since they replenish quantity with the new way the mastery works. That's sick. Cool. Yeah. Mega cool. Zeal while in wolf form. No. You can like Barb Zeal or Sork Zeal with a passion, but I've never... I don't know if anyone's ever been able to make that actually work, you know. I took it out. I could do like P1 Eldritch and Shank with it. With a Zeal Barb I tried one time. But that was like it, and it was not the greatest. And I don't remember how long I even was... This was like 2 or 3 years ago, you know, so...
Bad Poet 6005 donated $5.
Bad Poet, yo!
For all the advice I have used, have a coffee.
Thank you so much for the $5. A Bad Poet, you slayer. Appreciate you. $5. Man, for me, that's like... What, coffee is like 15 cents, 20 cents a piece? That's a lot of coffees. What's 5 times 5? Do the math. Trash, you went to 6th grade. What's 5 times 5? That's 25 coffees for Sweet Phil. I literally can't remember the last time I bought coffee before, like outside of making it at home for myself. I literally can't remember. It's been so long. I do not buy coffee anywhere. But yeah, either way. George says first. Oh. George is first, allegedly. Jail, Gothic, Heavy Boots. I guess we'll hit that, huh? Ooh, Ogriac's hiding in here too, huh? Wait, where'd those boots go? But
I can't.
you barely see them. The high fire. It's an interesting look to them too. They just kind of got like really dull brown, like a gray brown. Good enough. Don't want to look anymore. Retail WoW, says Crazy Shark. Yeah, I know a lot of people play other things, so. Yeah, Crazy Shark. I pick up certain claws. Not all the claws can be good. And I think I pick up an ID all of the ones that can roll with the right skills on it to be good. And of course I miss some things, so. Oh, I misunderstood. When George said first, I thought he was joking, saying he was like the first into chat. Let's see, I'm not mistaken. First child? Is that what we're talking about? I was thinking he clicked on the stream and he hopped in and he didn't realize he was like right at the start of stream and he thought he was the first person. First man on the moon? Could be, could be. First drink of the day. A lot of firsts it could be, huh? First J of the day. Be a lot of things. Spooky. I mean, I was pretty much planning on doing Jabazon because it's like the cow goat. And I don't usually play a ton of Jabazon anymore nowadays, since I don't usually like to do cows, just because I've been holy grailing so much and I always want to find unique items because they're just like they're the easiest to like understand what's good, you know what I mean? So they're good for like clips and stuff. Like finding certain magic items and stuff, you know, you could be like, and plus it's so uncommon to find the rare and magic items that are super like they're just super uncommon to find, you know. And then you got to be like, well, actually for you know 18 and under PvP, these could be good. These are just barely not perfect because blah 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 blah. And you got to like explain what you're even like looking for on them, and it's not like very conducive to like hype in a video, you know what I mean? But yeah. Roed, I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, do forgive me, but Roed to Var? Interesting. Brain struggling. But you're working on your own wolf. Barb, I have a grief. 6-socketed ethereal Zerker X. Bot D would be a big upgrade. So a grief to a bot D for your main damage dealing weapon? Probably not. Grief is probably better, which is unfortunate that you'd think Breath of Dying would be, but a lot of the times the way that the flat damage applies on grief, it's just like, you know, flat damage right here. The way that applies is kind of a cheat code, so. Bone Breaker, good, but sounds like a lot of work. Super unique that's the hardest to farm or to get to? Oh boy, I don't even know. I guess if you had to like, I guess if you're trying to online farming that the Great Ka or whatever his name is, he's a super unique that is in Kalrash's Tombs, I think it is, right? Isn't there a super unique in Kalrash's Tombs? And you gotta find, you know, if you actually tried to find him and farm him online, that'd be like the most annoying and possible. I mean, I would never recommend that course of action though either, so. But yeah. Or whatever his name is, the Devil Ka or the Evil Ka, I don't remember. It's some K-A-E. K? I don't remember, I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. Maybe. Oh, K-A-A. Ancient K-I. I don't know how to pronounce it. Close enough, though. You know what I am saying. Yeah, Crazy Shark saying that grief is crazy because of that flat damage. It is a true story. Very crazy. Spooky said he was looking forward to Bash Barb running cows. Okay. All right. Yup. Good old Bash Barb. I was gonna rock a stun Barb, but hey, you're cursed. We want to get rid of you. Please tell me that guy did not just heal. Multi-shot. I never understood how do melee people that are like, they hit you like this, how do they multi-shot? Or do they like cast like 3 hydras all at once? Dull or tier, thanks. Didn't do any better than that for me, game, huh? Eh. The lightning thing, the lightning one they do like that. 3 times as many lightning bolts could be. Just got a D-Web Noel. Oh boy. What other items do you need for a poison necro? So I mean, a lot of the normal stuff, I guess. You got your D-Web. There's a few different ways you can do it with the 3-piece trangs, where you got the gloves, the belt, and the necro head to get minus 25 poison res if you want to go that route. Or you can go like Arachnid's Mesh Spirit to get easy FCR breakpoints if you really want to. Those are kind of the 2 options for those. Beyond that, you're plugging on Enigma, Shaco, the same stuff that you do on every build, pretty much every caster. Throw Infinity on your Mercenary, so your Corpse Explosion is half fire, half physical, so it helps that out. Because the Conviction doesn't help poison, but it helps out the Corpse Explosion, so yeah. Found a Jarun. Congrats on that. Yeah, I've Eldritch and Shank farming out that area. I have found several Jaruns in my day, so yeah. Wicked Ball, yeah, we got some crazy cold days coming up. You say where you're at, it's going to be below, it's going to be in the negatives for a few days, at least for you. We got one day that's supposed to be, the high is like 7 or 6 degrees, and the low is -6, so. Scarab shelled boots, alright. Alright. Anybody hiding? Ethereal? No, but we do have some. Oh, 49 on the res, and yeah, that's everything on there's rolled terribly, I'm gonna be honest. Just all of it. The good boots in general, but they're very badly rolled. Crazy, crazy. Ort. Locked. Thank you for the congratulations for those lucky LK runs. I was pretty happy about it for sure. That was crazy luck for sure. Lat said you turned your heat on for the first time. I mean, that's got to be a little bit of a misnomer because, like, what do you have a wood stove or something that heats your house, and then you also have a furnace in case that's not enough or something? There's no way. There's no way it was like 6 degrees and you weren't turning your heat on all year. Because your pipes would burst and freeze and burst and stuff. So that's just, come on. What are you doing here? What are you doing here, Lat? What are you doing? Yeah, G-Stack's like, those temperatures? Ugh. Yeah, I'm kind of starting to think it, to be honest. Kind of starting to think it as well. I never thought I would say this when I was younger, but I could honestly see myself moving to someplace not 3 feet of snow and negative degrees. Especially with how, like, everybody is nowadays. Because, like, it's so difficult to get anybody to, like, leave their houses and stuff anymore. They all just want to go to work and come home and then sit there and then go to work the next day and sit and stare at their phones when they get home and go to work and come home and sit and stare at their phones again. Still gonna be a Florida man? No. There's literally a 0% chance I'd move to Florida. The humidity there is so bananas. It's just like muggy and mosquito-y and... No, it's kind of one of those things, like, anywhere I would want to move is, like, in such high demand for people to live there that I couldn't afford to live there. And I don't even know, like, imagine if I moved and then I, like, regretted it. Like, it's such a, like, a big thing. Like, you could always move again, but, like, I don't know. Florida home insurance. Oof. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, I don't feel like getting hit by hurricanes regularly. But... Lat says, never used heat at all last year. I don't know how you could be in a house when it's just like, even a mild temperature in the north. If you're getting negative degrees now, even last year it would have been in the 20s a lot and stuff. So your house would be 20 degrees as well if you had no form of heating of any kind. It just doesn't make logical sense. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing here, but... All your pipes are external? You have no running water in your house either? That's crazy. You don't have a faucet or anything? You don't have a toilet in your house? Yeah, I'm not sure, Lat. I'm just kind of getting more confused the more things you say, to be honest. Not really sure. Guess I'm just a confused person here. Just a confused person. Because, yeah, that's like something that used to happen back after 2008 when all the houses got foreclosed on and the banks couldn't deal with them all at once. And in Michigan here, the pipes would freeze and the basements would fill with water. So you would go to buy a house that was bank foreclosed. The bank hadn't looked at in like 4 months. And you'd go to the house and you'd open the door, go into the basement, and the water would be all the way up to the first floor. And it would be frozen solid inside the house. That was super, super normal. That used to happen all the time here in Michigan. Like when people would go look at the foreclosed houses to maybe purchase them. Yeah, Wicked Ball saying tonight to Tuesday where you're at minus... Oh wait, I already read that one. Northeast, where are you talking about? Are you talking about here in Michigan that it's never over 100? Like in the summer? Is that what you're talking about? I don't remember exactly. George says free ice rink. Yeah. Except when the water floods in your basement up to the floor and then it sits in there for 3 months, there's like lily pads and like there's like mold all over the walls and stuff. Like, no, the house is pretty much like a teardown at that point. But I know you're kidding, but Nephilim said went to Disney in August. If anyone wanted to know, it's terrible in Florida. Yeah, I've never went to Florida in the summer like that. It was always like February, January, you know, November. It was always something like that. And even some of those times, it was, you know, like 85 during the day. And then every single night, because it's so hot and humid during the day, around like 5, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, there would be just like torrential downpours every day when it was like super warm. And I'm guessing in the summer it's like that, but even crazier. Could be wrong though. Like I said, I never went in the summer, but there was one time we went down to Disney around, I think it was November. I don't know. It was one of the wintry times. And it was literally, it was colder in Florida than it was in Michigan when we left. And even like at the same time in Michigan, it was like warmer than it was in Florida at the time. It was back when my daughter was like 4 or something. We took her. Like the water was freezing in Florida. And you know how like when it's a place that's always warm, some of the restaurants and stuff will be outdoors. We were at a restaurant bar or whatever. We were having a few drinks and they're like, we're sorry, we're closing. We're like, it's like 9:45. What do you mean we're closing? Yeah, it's like, oh, we're closing because it's too cold out. And it was, you know, it was like 35 degrees or something out. I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, I just have a long sleeve t-shirt on and a baseball hat. Like, I'm fine. Like, come on. Of course, they're like dying, but. Nephilim says, doesn't like the extreme cold and heat. Yeah, I mean, optimally, nobody would want the most cold and the most hot. People would always want it in between, but hard to get the perfect temperature all the time unless you're like living on like Hawaii or something, which is one of the places that I would say it'd have like the perfect weather, but it's so like in demand to, you know, live in Hawaii that like an 800 square foot house in Hawaii is like $1.5 million. Maybe I'm exaggerating slightly, but yeah. San Diego, really good weather. Well, yeah, anything in California is the same deal. It's like $1 million each. It's too expensive for me. It's $1 million each for like little houses, and then you got to pay taxes that are even higher than what, you know, they are other places. So kind of what you, yeah. One of those. Hawaii's crazy because they don't even have seasons really. The season you have is like the season you have year round, but different parts of the island have different seasons. I never knew this till I went there, but I went on a one day. It was a full day, like 6 a.m. until they dropped you off at 10 a.m. at night. And you went around the whole big island pretty much. Not quite the whole, but the whole island. But there's like probably around like 2/3 are on the bottom. And then it's called the saddle road that goes across like the middle, but it's kind of more towards the top. But like the right side of the big island, north, south, east side of the big island is like all tropical, and the north side's all dry, like desert, and then like the west side is all like the nice, perfect weather. It's 77 and sunny all year round. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So like if you want to go to somewhere tropical or something, you're like, I'll drive 2 hours to the other side of the island. I'm in the tropics. Oh, I want to go to the black sand beaches. We'll drive to the south side of the island. You know, like it's that crazy. Type who there says, isn't that $1 million for a place? Isn't that pocket change for you, Phil? You guys don't super chat that much. Not that many people watch my videos, I can tell you that much, to afford $1 million house. Oh, no. Oh, no. The house I have now, I couldn't even afford if I bought it right now, so. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's crazy with the housing market. Like, just imagining if, because back in like 2010, 2012, everyone's like, oh, don't buy a house now. You don't know what's going to happen. What if they all crash again? You know, they're all afraid of what's going to happen next and stuff. And I was like, dude, I should buy one of these foreclosed houses for like 20 grand. And I got talked out of it. Didn't do it. Those same houses are, all my friends bought them and then they sold them for like 150K like 3 years later. Well, what moved up to like 3,000 square foot houses. And then even when I bought this one, people are like, I don't know, you want to get trapped in a house that you don't know if you're going to want to stay there forever? And what if it goes down? You'll never be able to move. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing this again. I'm buying it. And it's worth double what I paid for it now. You know, when I bought it 10 years ago. But yeah. Road says, yeah, LA's weather is godlike. That's what I hear. I've never been out to California, but I hear that out in California pretty much it's kind of like I was saying about Hawaii, that it's just the same temperature all the time. And it's not like 115 or anything like that. It's like, yeah. True story, Locked. Houses have always been a good investment. Yeah, some people just got so traumatized by 2008. Like, they thought that houses were always a good investment. They thought that, you know, it just always goes up. It never goes down. And then all of a sudden someone like takes out a second mortgage on their house, or like refinances their house to take money out to pay for their kid's college or something. So now they have like, you know, $100,000 in debt that they just took out on their house, and then their house collapses and is only worth 30 grand now, and they're still paying a $100,000 mortgage on their house. You know what I mean? And that's traumatizing to people. But yeah, you got to make sure you know who you're taking your advice from, and it's not because anyone's bad people or anything like that, not by any means. But where is their opinion coming from? A place of like wisdom, a place of knowledge, a place of well thought out ideas, or a place of fear? And you never want to make financial decisions based on fear. Or fear or like over exuberance either, you know? Oh, the line's going up. Buy. Like, you don't want to do that, or you don't want to be like, oh, you can't buy. No, afraid. What if it goes down? You know, you got to be thought out, you know, so. St. Joshua, welcome in. Doomiverse as well. Welcome in. Fear or greed? There you go, George. That's the one. Greed is the word I was thinking of. Greed is the word I was thinking of, yes. Locke says that's where people get in trouble, borrowing on a house over and over again. Kind of, yeah, but you know, you never know where a person got their advice from. And if you're born and every second you've ever seen about a house is it has gone up in price for 50 straight years, and now you're, you know, 45-year-old man or something, your kids are graduating, going to college. How are you going to pay for this? You have to go to college, because getting a college degree is how you get a job. Like, you have to. And I'm talking about the mindset of like 2000s, you know. What am I going to do for my kids? I'll do anything for my, you know, and then they take out the mortgage on the house, and then they, you know, they plan on paying it down because they'll end up being able to refinance in 10 years anyways, because their house is going to be worth more, and this and that. That's always been the case for their entire lives until it wasn't, you know. Everything is true until it isn't, so. But yeah. Yeah, that's just my ramble for the day. That's my ramble for the day. Nephilim, you bought one house up by Grand Rapids, you say. He's another fellow Michigander there. Yeah, that's kind of an expensive area if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it depends. By Grand Rapids is a very broad term, but yeah. Ray said, small house, yards large, paid off. Yeah, I got a kind of small house with a kind of small yard. So, Vivi, what's going on? Welcome in. Great. Good luck, phone. Good news, everybody. My phone got an operating system update, which means everything's going to be effed up and never work right. Daniel says, pick up that bone helm. Big question. How often does a fellow bald person like myself shave your head? I mean, I haven't shaved my head in like 5 days. It's super not smooth, by the way. I don't know if it looks like that on camera here, but it is incredibly not. Like, I got heavy horseshoeage going on here, you know? Today is the day I shave my head on, usually Saturdays and Wednesdays, so today's the day, but I didn't shave my head yet. If you actually work a regular job where you go into an office or something, you got to shave your head like every other day. But I've never had those kind of jobs, so. Fishaholic, yo! The Bag Holden bought a house out in Vegas. I've heard that's a lot of people moving out that way. I mean, I don't know about a lot, but you hear from time to time. Yeah, 500K, yeah. Yeah, 500K. You could probably get a similar size house around here for around where I live about that much. Maybe a tad more, actually. Pretty much if you, around where I live, it would be like $150,000 more, or it'd be like 650 or 7. But if you went like, if you drove like a half hour north of where I live, you could get one for that price pretty easily. If not cheaper, to be honest. I just live right on the edge of where everybody wants to live, pretty much. Stevie said moving in with mom to kind of help out there and makes everything just easier in the future. Gotcha. Yeah, sometimes that's you know, part of life. You gotta do stuff like that. Oop, oop, oop. Come on, high runes, what's going on? I had a good feeling today too, and now look what's happening. No high runes yet today. Come on. What's going on with this stinking place? I thought it was good for high runes, guys. But yeah, every time that people say not to run LK, and then I find all those high runes at LK, and then I come out to Trav here and just find nothing. I did find that Sir rune right off the bat, actually, but since then. Oh, I knew there was something else I seen, but so many items, it's hard to really see them all. Trick to getting your Might Merc to activate his aura. He just has to attack somewhat sometimes. I don't know there's an exact number. Like, I've had the same thing where like the cold aura won't activate, which keeps you alive a lot easier and stuff like that. But he just has to get up there and fight a little bit. Lubis said he says that there's a 5 to 15% chance on attacking that it'll activate. So yeah, I guess he just pretty much what I said, but I didn't have the exact number. If that number is accurate, which. But either way, yeah. As far as I was aware, he just has to attack sometimes to It's really annoying with the cold aura, because, like, let's say you hypothetically you need the freezing aura to keep your mercenary alive. So he's got to run up and, like, attack the cows. But the cows will chop him down super fast without the freezing aura. But the freezing aura won't activate unless he attacks a bunch of times. So it's, like, impossible to get the aura to... You almost have to go out to, like, you know, Bishibosh or something and get the aura to spawn up. And then you can go out the cows with this. So, yeah. Daniel, so yeah, I'm rocking a wolf howl up here. That's where I get it from. I know it's a little behind chat, but yeah. Just rocking a wolf howl up there for the werewolf. Fishholic is not a fan of Trav. Yeah, I'm not generally not either, but you know, I like switching it up, and this way I can be like, yeah, listen here, buddies. I told you, when you run Trav, you barely find any runes. Like everyone says they love runes at Trav. But look, you barely find anything out here. I do like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and even thousands of runs and find almost nothing. Meanwhile, you can run LK for like 10 hours and get like 8 high runes. Like, why? And everyone's like, oh, LK is so boring, I hate it. It's like, how is finding a bunch of high runes boring? I don't get it. But thought I heard something, but I guess I don't care. Can't run LK online. Can't run Trav online either to get high runes because you just don't find any. Garbage. Garbage. Baghole said you've been a renter your whole life. I've been learning DIY home repairs. Yeah, that happens a ton when you get a house. Like, never replaced an ice maker in a refrigerator before. Now I have. You know, I've never had to like reseed a lawn. Now I have. I've never had to replace the whole motherboard control panel inside a refrigerator. Now I have. I never replaced a above stove microwave. Now I have. Like, I never had to replace the inlet valve, the automatic inlet valve for the water in a dishwasher. Now I have. Learn all kinds of things. Thank you, YouTube, by the way. Rune, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Runes, 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 runes. I don't know what people did before eBay, honestly. Or, I mean, before YouTube, I mean. Like, how'd you ever fix anything? How did I not see a low rune? I was really reading chat and there was a low rune there? I clipped it. I clipped it, so it's possible. Let's watch it right now. How did I not see a low rune? This will be a good short anyways for, we have to have a loot filter. Let's see. Was it a low or was it an IO? Everyone's very insistent on a low, so... Oh, it did pop out right when I looked away. Like, I looked at... How did I not see that? That's impressive. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Runes. How did I not see that? And then I didn't see it, and then I looked at it, and there... How did I still not see it? I'm standing right next to it. How do I not see this? I don't know how that happened. I have no logical explanation for why I didn't see that. Oh my god, that's funny. I'm not super mad, but it's obviously annoying. How did... And that's not even a... Like, oh, we need a loot filter. I couldn't see it. Look at all this stuff. I have no explanation. There's nothing. Thanks a lot, chat. Thanks a lot. It's a little disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy. That is wild. I don't know. I don't know. I honestly think I got to the point where I was just like, no runes drop out here ever. Like, why am like, I think I was just half paying attention because you never find anything at Trav. It's so bad. And then finally something dropped after so many hours of playing. Like 15 hours of blasting Trav since the last high rune, and I finally get another one, and I wasn't paying attention because I was so bored of it. That, let's see. I'm trying to think. That's probably the worst miss I've ever had on in D2R. There was one time I missed an Ohm rune, but it was crazy. It was a crazy miss. Like, my mercenary was like running around over here like this, and I was like over here, and it killed a monster right there as I teleported, and like there was only like 2 frames of it visible on my screen, and I didn't see it, you know. But that was bad. This one was really bad. Oh well. Oh, trash. Just garbage, trash. Just garbage. Okay, well, let's move on from that. My stomach kind of feels uncomfortable, but you know, I do. Oh my god. Yeah, autopilot. There, that's exactly what happened. So at least it makes for a funny clip. This is true, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know how I did that. I do not know. Bill never misses anything. It's a true story. Malps knows what's up. I don't know how I'm gonna get. How am I ever gonna mentally recover from that? I'm gonna be honest. Like, I can't stop just thinking to myself and saying out loud, "How did I miss that?" I just have no idea how I missed that. Wow. Sorry, I just had like a crazy shooting pain in my hip again, which I haven't had in like a month. Just hero edit it in. That's a bit on the sketch side. I mean, if I was like off, if I wasn't a streamer, well, if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't have missed it. But like, if I wasn't streaming and trying to, like, I might, but it's almost, I almost like can't in my position. I mean, I could, but as punishment to myself, I would not do that. Pocket Infinity says, I try not to think about all of the high runes I've missed throughout the years. Yeah, there's probably, I bet you everybody's missed some, but most of the time you don't have 200 people going, Phil, you moron! What are you doing? Even though it's like justified, but well, if you guys think that's funny, hit the like button on YouTube, by the way. Road saying, I'll watch the short later. Yeah. How did you know I was gonna put that in a short? I gotta think of the context for the short though. Yeah, honestly, I think my eyes are like broken or something. A Fel rune and Eth rune. Fair durability. Alright. Let's look more closer. We gotta look mo better. Okay, Fel rune. That's the only ones, right? There's no lows anywhere. It's gonna be like another 15 hours before another high rune drops. Because they never drop out here, hardly ever. Chris saying, how many runes people miss before they change the color? Yeah. I feel like, I'm pretty sure I played before they changed the color, because didn't I think I used to play with allegedly anyways, I played with the, my hip is killing me, what's happening here? A loot filter back in the day, a map pack, you know, the D2R, or, C3PO map pack and the R2D2 map packs and stuff like that, mousepad. and I feel like they changed the runes to that orange color, and then all of a sudden I didn't use it one time, and I was like, wait a second, the runes are all orange. They used to be all white. And I'm like, oh, they changed it, and I just never knew because my loot filter was always on. My map pack was always on. Yeah, type, it's a true story. Eventually, after, you know, a couple millennium of no runes dropping, finally one drops, and I don't pick it up, right? Phil was dumb. He says he can never find runes at Trav. Dumb. Then one drops, he doesn't pick it up. Dumb. Some people get the reference. It's a South Park reference. In 1.13 they changed it? Gotcha. That's when... Is that when, like, Enigma and stuff came in? 1.13? I believe so. What's going on, Nightbot? Good point, Nightbot. Make sure that like button gets clicked for everybody. Chris said he used to play with a mod so you could get the ladder rune words. Yeah, okay. Yeah, pretty much, yeah, you had to have Pluggy for offline single player. Or there might have been other mods before that, but I know that that's originally to get torches and annies and the rune words, you had to have Pluggy. I did see that amulet up there, by the way. I did see it. I know your guys' concern is well justified. Even pre-Pluggy, you say. Okay, all right. The concern is justified, but I'm not missing this Metal Grid. Oh. Seraph Sim's kind of a rare one, though. Pretty rare one, not really used a ton unless you want more of those 4 to defensive ores for the Paladin. Got damage to demons undead, so. But yeah. It's kind of rare. Smulp said you went and checked a super old video you had, and it was... You have videos on your YouTube from the 1.12 days? How is this possible? How is this that from like 2003? Crazy. Locked says we should apply pressure to Blizzard to get a loot filter. I don't think that's going to work. I mean, even if they charged like $20 for a loot filter for every person that got it, it wouldn't be worth it for them to do. When they can just make a random skin or like a new horse armor or something for D4 and sell it for like $100 a pop, and they'll sell like hundreds of thousands of them. Like, there's no reason to make a loot filter for D2R and sell, I don't even know, this is probably 10,000 of them, you know, like for $20 a pop. Like, that's not even worth it, you know, in their minds anyways. I would want one, but yeah, loot filter is one of the few changes I'd be on board for getting. But yeah, I do remember back when they were still, you know, the runes were all white colored. I can remember back then you'd actually like run around in a cow game after it was all done and empty, and you could like find runes just sitting there because people just couldn't see them. And the games got cleared so fast you couldn't take a long time. You couldn't take a long time to look because you had to run to the next pack, run as fast as you can because everything just got flattened by the multi-shot bows so fast. And then, yeah. Posted up in the Discord, says Small. Gotcha. Can't believe you made any type of, even though I'm sure, you know, I'm sure it was just like a clip video, but still, like, I can't believe you posted stuff on YouTube back then. A long time ago. Alex says uses the loot filter online. Never got banned. Yeah, if I had to guess, they're not doing a huge, you know, enforcement, you know, on it for the same reason that they, you know, aren't doing anything to it. They don't want to pay anybody to do the enforcement, so you can probably get away with stuff like that, but I have a feeling it would be more difficult for me to get away with it streaming online with a loot filter and map hack and stuff. But yeah, there's literally, for years now, actually, for literally years, there's been people on like Korean streamers and stuff online playing on the Asian servers with loot filters, and like when items drop, they got like the beam of light like in D4, you know, and D3 when an item drops and stuff like that, and they just been playing for years, and no, you know, no one's ever got in trouble for it. So I'm gonna leave that up to you guys if you want to do something that you know is against the rules but like isn't enforced, you know, like I'll leave that up to you guys. Good old battle boots. We're gonna have to check those. Some perfect Alders, what, Alders Advanced, I think? Alders Advanced, maybe is what they're called. Okay, what do we got? Perfect. One off perfect. I only note them if they're perfect. Perfect Alders are pretty sick. Okay, of the whale, 4 sockets? No. Next time, though. Grief is your weapon. Oh, yeah, yep. Grift, that's exactly what I'm rocking, yep. Biv, what up from Disney World? Okay, bye. Wait, Biv, you gotta be the mod in here, come on. We all know G-Stacks ain't gonna do nothing. Look, he's even letting Smulps post in here. He didn't even ban him yet. Just kidding, of course. G-Stacks, I'm useless. If I gave you some more of that zebra stripe, you'd probably be doing a little bit more, huh? Ooh, blue Ogrimal. Come on. Oh. Hey. Road says he wants him to fix the glitch that your orbs toggle on and off. I thought that what happened was you'd just be clicking around and you'd accidentally click them like this. Like that, I thought that's kind of what happened when they would turn off, when they wouldn't be on sometimes when I'd want them to stay on, you know? Because all you gotta do is click on it and it goes away. I thought I just was accidentally clicking on them. Honestly, they should probably, because why would you ever want just one on and one off like this? They should leave them so they stay up all the time, or you'd have to go into the settings and like, you know, change a check mark here or something, to be honest, but both of them off, Ray says. I don't know why it looks awkward to me with them both off. Also, I can't, if I leave them on, that way I can tell if I battle ordered or not. Sometimes the battle orders, if you hit the buttons too fast, it like, you'll actually override the animation and it won't cast with a battle command battle order. If you hit the buttons back and forth too fast, which I tend to do regularly, it'll override the battle orders and it won't cast. So I gotta like make sure I double check that. Charms, some jewels. Yeah, whatever. Not even worth the effort anymore. A couple people. Today I learned that, huh? Surprised that no one knew that. I guess I don't know. I don't think anyone ever told me that. I just figured it out. When one was up and the other one wasn't, I was like, what happened? And I was like, oh. Ludden. Favorite build, huh? Interesting, okay. It's kind of a hyper-specific one for, like, Trav, pretty much, but it's definitely interesting. A little bit different. A little bit different. Welcome in, by the way. The Lion says he misses the days when the loot filter would be able to see what gear the other people had. That was mega clutch. This is true. That was pretty awesome. And you'd be like, oh my gosh, how's this guy wrecking so much? And then in the next game, you'd like pop and see what his gear was. And you're like, oh, but what? Like, what is that hacked item? You know, when you look at it and the writing on the item, like, would be so small because there would be 95 different things on it. 157 max damage, you know, 11,000 fire damage, 297 increased attack speed. Like, you're like, what is that? Or they're just like, oh man, how'd this guy get a grandfather? That's crazy. 141. I do have to get off a little bit earlier today because of the snow and stuff. I need to shovel the driveway before I go get my daughter from school. Can you take him out, please? That'd be great. Thank you. So, just instead of getting off at 3:30, I think I need to get off at about 3 today. So, just a small difference. Rift saying, not looking forward to shoveling. Yeah, it's probably not too bad, and at least it's not too cold today either. Like, the worst part of shoveling when it's 32 degrees out is you get hot and sweaty, but it's like cold out. You almost get to like shovel half of it, then you take your coat off and you're just in a t-shirt for the rest of it. Yeah, G-Stacks, exactly. Probably the second half I'll be in shorts and a t-shirt. I'll never forget, I came home from... We went to Hawaii for 2 weeks, and then for our honeymoon, came home, and we were in Hawaii actually for like 10 days, I guess, but, and there was like 2 feet of snow on our driveway, but it was like 38 degrees outside, and the last day, I was like, I don't even have a tan. I've been here, we're just caking on the sunscreen, and I haven't even gotten the slightest tan here, and I went to Hawaii, like, come on. So we're going to be on the beach today for like 2 or 3 hours. I'm just not going to wear any sunscreen like this one day for a couple hours, and I'll get a little tan, and we'll see how that goes, and then maybe I'll sit out in the sun for a little bit longer or something. In those couple of hours on Hawaii, in the middle of the day, I got so sunburned with no sunscreen on. I was like beet red, burning. So we fly home. You know, it's 16 hours because you're going against the rotation of the Earth or whatever, where the time change or whatever. We land, and there's 2 feet of snow on our driveway. I had to like back up and like plow into through it to get into our garage. Interesting, but I don't care. Well, anyways, so I'm literally outside in a tank top and shorts, like you said, just shoveling like 2 feet of snow because it was like 35 degrees out and I was burning. I can just imagine my neighbors looking at me like, oh my god, this guy is beet red, been gone for 10 days, and look at him, look at this idiot. But yeah, that was a few years back. That was, what, 3 years ago now? It's just funny, like, yeah. It's funny how much snow you get. We had about 3 inches when I came downstairs here, but it was still snowing. I don't know if it still is now, and of course I haven't been upstairs in, you know, several hours, so. Phone starting. And actually, you know what I'm gonna do here? I don't like dipping off stream here, but I'm gonna go make a cup of coffee here, and I'm gonna see how much it snowed too. Don't go anywhere. I just hit my light and knocked it down on accident. I gotta put it back. Gosh dang it. I hit this light all the time and knock it down. The cord goes right across the air over here. But I'm gonna go make a cup of coffee. I'll be right back in that much time. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Went and got my coffee in my Sweet Phil coffee mug. Check it out at the merch store. Link in the description, exclamation merch, you know, that kind of stuff. You want a shirt, you want a mug, if your mom wants... Buy a Sweet Phil shirt for your mom, you know? You'll love it. Trust me. Trust me. But I'm back. See, Jago says in Quebec, snow wasn't too bad this year. Ours wasn't bad until recently here. The last, like, few days, it snowed, like, every day. We got, like, 6 inches one day, and then we got, like, another inch another day, and then, like, one day it didn't snow, then we got, like, another 2 inches a different day, and then, you know. Then today, like, we got probably... There was, like... I don't know. I would say 3 or 4 inches out there, I guess. I'm not sure, like, more. But yeah. Mark, yo! Midweek slaying. Better believe it. Day. Jordan, I'm not sure what comment you're talking about. I must I don't know what's going on though. I don't see another comment from you. You might have got blocked from the bot or something if you said something too inappropriate. Yeah, I think the bot blocked you because you said something inappropriate, maybe. Race said where you're at, you got 14 inches of snow the other weekend. Last Wednesday? Crazy. Yeah, that's some good coffee. Good high quality coffee. Probably tastes better because it's in a sweet fill coffee mug, probably. Probably why. Panda Express or Jack in the Box? Definitely Panda Express. I don't think I've ever been to Jack in the Box before. They don't really have them in my area. Full of gold already, huh? How about that? D6 says, I see his comment. Yeah, no, there's no, I have no, oh, wait a second. Oh, I had it on Top Chat, and Top Chat blocked his first comment for some reason. Oh, because you said nips. Yeah. Yeah, you said something offensive, so the Top Chat thing blocked you. I just switched it to live chat. Well, guys, just don't talk about nipples and dongs and stuff, and your comments won't get blocked, okay? I'm just going to throw it out there. That'd be great. Also, the whole thing on YouTube is dumb, but also, if you don't want to get blocked, yeah. No talking about dongs. Peace out. Everybody leaves chat. No reason to be here anymore. Yeah, that comment you just put a second ago, I just switched to Top Chat real quick, G-Stacks, and that one comment you said a minute ago gets blocked on Top Chat. Oh, no, yours didn't. Wait, whose comment got blocked there? Yeah, it's JBLPS. Yeah, your comment gets blocked. So apparently they blocked that out on Top Chat. Just for everybody's information. All right, let's zoom in here, geez. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. I mean, could be better. Both could be better. So, I mean, I would never use it. I mean, I guess maybe, well, whatever. Was there level or something? 26? Whatever. If it was like a 15-15, I'd be like, ah, YouTube reaction. But yeah, whatevs. We got in the video. You talking about the chat, if the stuff you said? No, I'm not gonna. That 1-7-14, I'm not gonna. Like I said, if it was a 15-15, I'd clip it for the video or something. But I don't know. I feel like you couldn't trade that for anything, and it's nothing I would use. So it's like, even if I was online, I mean, you couldn't trade it for anything. So not gonna note her. You guys get... Oh, missed a low rune. Still can't believe I missed that. Still can't believe it. Laying of hands getting beat up over here. Oh well. All good. Show you my reaction. Not sure what you mean there, Click. You have to, if you want to see my reaction to missing the low rune earlier, it's got to rewind. I was disappointed, needless to say. Needless to say. I mean, attack rating, a lot of mana stuff doesn't really jive too good together. It's kind of some good stuff if it was on different things, I guess. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and who repairs in this act? We'll stick in Act 3. Usually I just jump to 5 or something, but we'll come over to Mashif's wife here and get it repaired. Did you guys know that Frotley is actually Mashif's wife with like this beautiful red dress and stuff? Little known fact. Yeah, Fishaholic. True story. I find so many high runes. I only pick up yeah, above low. Lows are too low for me to pick up. True story. Ah! Well, couldn't save him. Oh well. I didn't think he'd get ripped so fast. Oh. Where are you hiding, bum? I wonder if it's anyone out, if anyone's out there like, really? I did not know Frotley was Mashif's wife. I was unaware. Oh, close to okay, I guess. It would just be too close to 220. Oh, that blue looking helm's pretty cool, actually. No, lockdown. I'm completely kidding. So when you first come to here, wait, what is this giant? Is it a giant frog? What is a giant frog? The guts. Wait, is that a person's guts hanging out of the frog? Or, oh, that's like his intestines. Fishies. So when you first come here, before you do any of the quests, I could have sworn that when you sail east from over here, I thought if you talk to Mashif, it would say that you're like sailing to go see your wife or whatever. Like, I thought that's what he would say. So then when you sail east, and there's this I'm talking the old graphics. You know, the old graphics are so pixelated you can see nothing. You can't zoom in. It's just pixelated and it looks like a red dress. And I thought it was a woman. And I never looked into it. Okay. So I put it together that I thought Mashif was sailing east to go back after doing business to his family to see his wife and his, you know, whatever. And this is a true story. I want to stress, I never looked into it. And I said so on a stream one time, and everyone's like, Bill, you idiot. Which, I mean, it kind of is funny, but... But yeah, then after you do that quest where you give the bird or whatever, and talk to Hratli and Mashif or whatever, then Hratli comes over here and is a vendor. But yeah. True story. Oh yeah, I gotta go get my Vihakik, or whatever his name is. At least I got some good walk run speed, huh? Guess I could just go. Next thing you guys are gonna tell me this is a dude. Never know. Yeah. Hey, gosh. Wow, dog. Cursed. Oh my god, that cursed hits really get you. I just don't want to spend the time resurrecting my Merc ever. Oh, well. Oh, well, indeed. Busting bull rock. Maybe I do need to go grab that bone break, huh? Gosh, I feel like it wasn't really that much of a problem before. Till all of a sudden every run there's a Muniphysical. Not that skipping one council member is a huge deal, but like, it gets annoying. I got a beast on, bro. Lamb chop, I got a beast on. Act 5 Merc, what am I gonna do with an Act 5 Merc? Throw on a so lose all the damage from a Might Aura. To do what? Don't know. I'll stick with what I got. Whoop. Got the right weapon out. Ooh, little rune. Not a big rune. Little rune though. Good old Ooh. Hey, I didn't miss it either. I did not miss the rune. I'm about to get taken out here. You bum. Okay, fine. I'll use a potion. Double last wish. I feel like it's been pretty well proven that last wish is less damage than grief on pretty much every melee build, but I haven't done the math myself, I guess, in most cases. One point to Zerk for that. Yeah, I could do that. I could go back and transfer out of the wolf form and then attack with the, use 4 skill points to get down to whatever. Really, it's not really much of an issue, to be perfectly honest. It just was annoying that one time when I had like 4 runs in a row immune to physical. Honestly, usually it's like 1 out of 10 runs that are immune to physical, so. They don't appear anyways to be regularly immune to physical. Just was annoying because, like I said, a few runs in a row. I have no extra skill points to use. I really, really, really need those points into Iron Skin or whatever. Increased walk-run speed. Increased Stone of Jordan finding. Oh, yeah. Magic stuff here. Whatever. Dump out of that. We're looking at here. Lamb Chop says you rock around, just let your merc do everything. I've heard of some people doing that sometimes. It's interesting. Just sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Oxblood saying on Dota you can hover over things and certain skills and stuff, and you can see what it does. Yeah, so you used to be able to do that stuff, but just something about what they did when they made, like on D2, they literally used to have a thing you could hover over, and it would tell exactly what gear you had and exactly what your build is all the time. On Twitch, you could put it anywhere, but there'd be a little sword icon right here, and you could hover over it, and it would show you the exact gear, and you could look at anything on the build you wanted. But something with D2R that they did, it was like something they did to not allow, or to try to block duping or some kind of cheating or something. It made it so like all these different attachments and stuff didn't work. So unfortunate, right? And yeah, if anything's ever been developed since then, I just don't know about it, I guess. But I used to have that one back in the day. What do you got on the Merc? So yeah, he's rocking Guardian Angel Kyrus, along with a Bone Hue. Ooh, Shelled to attack faster and Am to leech life. Yeah, ask a question about gear 1,000 times. You know, I get you. I usually have a I usually would have done a video on the exact build I have right now already, but I just haven't gotten around to it, pretty much, just with life. Like, this last week was my wife's birthday, so took her out for her birthday, so I lost a day there, and I went to a really super late family Christmas party. like extended family Christmas party this other day, and then I was so tired that day I just passed out and slept all day. And yeah, but yeah, I'll get it. Usually I just be like, hey, check the vid, it's got the full gear. I'll get on it later today or tomorrow. Yeah, Oxblood, I know. Crazy idea. Goltonator said old D2 is full of holes for duping and hacking. Probably. But yeah, especially when D2R first came out, they had it real locked down to where you couldn't do nothing. And then they made a change at some point that made it possible to do at least offline single-player mods, you know? But even though, however they did it, because all of the different things for D2R, where it reads the character file or the same files or anything, all of the different mods I've seen for it, that like any of the speedrunners use and things like that, it only works, it can only read the file when it saves. It can't read it like live. Oh. So there are different systems that can read like what level the character is and like what your different resistances are at and what gear you have or whatever. But it won't be like up to date until like the person who's speedrunning saves and exits and then rejoins the game, and then it'll like update. And I don't really know the technicalness behind it, so I can't really answer that for you, but that's what I've seen. I don't know why that is, you know, I don't know. Maybe there's just nobody working on it. Maybe, you know, I have no idea. Like Boom said, took a time to spend a day with the wife and you consider it lost time. Not good together. No, I meant lost time as in like lost work time. Because like right now is considered my work time. But if I take a whole day and do something with the wife, then I lose a whole day of work. That's what I meant by lost a day. I didn't mean like I spent time with the wife, I wasted the whole day. That's not what I meant. You, this guy. Ooh, Ogre Mall, come on! Yamming. Dude, now I'm spending too much time looking. Yeah, kind of true there, Goltonator. Yeah, duping runes, but then when you make a rune word, it changes each rune has its own item ID, but then when you make a rune word, it creates a new item ID. So, yeah, then it isn't a copy of another thing anymore. So, good to go, man. See, I wonder if maybe they were immune to physical. There was a guy immune to physical more often than I remember, but I just always forgot or something. Seems like he's immune to physical like all the time now. The one council member. There's nothing else down here? Okay. Franz, what do you mean add Eldritch and Thresh Socket? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like to this run right here, you're saying, or I don't know the context behind that comment. Yeah, pretty much I'm looking for Cruel with like either quickness or evisceration on it, which is 40 increased attack speed or evisceration is it's like 50 something max damage. I don't know where the bottom cutoff is, but it's like over 40 or something is considered evisceration. Something. After Trav. I mean, you could definitely. I mean, I'm just running Trav though. That's kind of like my shtick for these sets of runs. So. Whoops. I think I actually have a sick Breast Socket map on this Barb too, actually. But also I'm trying to find, I guess I didn't put in the YouTube name today, but I'm trying to find every high rune. Or make every rune word, I mean. Can't remember anything. Yeah, look at this Breast Socket map. Just nasty too. Oh, but he is regularly immune to physical, so I would need to do something about that too. But yeah, for most people I'd recommend that, but not for a YouTube content creator who's got to have a shtick for his runs and videos. Make every rune word. There's some ugly ones, brah. True story, there is. There is. So I essentially need like... I can't remember which one. I need 5 of one rune and 3 of another. So, and I don't remember which one it is. So the 2 runes, I might need a few other smaller ones, but they're going to be easier to get. Ja and Cham. One of them I need 5 of and one of them I need 3 of to make all the expensive rune word. But I don't remember which one is which at the moment. But I've already made a lot of them throughout my Holy Grail. So I already made Last Wish. I already made Doom. I've already made some other ones. I don't remember which ones now. But a lot, you know. Obviously Infinity, Enigma, all that stuff. Get all these guys? Oh, I did not. I thought I seen a full rejuve that I was going to grab. Am I dumb? Wasn't there a full rejuve right here? I must have seen Flawless and just seen the F and got confused. Anyways. Last Wish, Ja, every other room, brutal. Yeah. I already made Last Wish, so I don't need to worry about that one. Let's see, Sir L. Isn't that like wind or something? Or, yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, there's some not great ones, huh? It's crazy when you use like you make a rune word that takes like 2 or 3 high runes and then it has no enhanced damage on it and it's like in swords and maces only and you're like, wait a second, why does this not have any damage on it? I can't think of which one I'm thinking of, but yeah. How many Jaws over the Grail journey? Not really sure. Somewhere between 5 and 10, probably. Because I made Phoenix, I made Last Wish, I made Enigma, but when I made Enigma, I cubed up from runes I got from... Oh, no. Actually, I did find this job rune. I did find that job rune, actually. I'm thinking of my old Holy Grail that I, like, stopped doing because when D2R came out and I restarted. I guess I'd guess, like, 7, maybe. When are they releasing the Find High Rune Barb? Rex. The Find High Rune Barb. I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing. I don't know. Oh, sorry. Little yawn going. Ox saying you pop the Cham. You can kind of pop Champs from like anywhere, right? You get lucky enough. From a skeleton. You can kind of get them from anywhere. Not literally, but you know what I mean. The Goldenator says you have Infinity that has damage, but you don't need it. I mean, it helps out a little bit on the Merc when you make that one, but the self-wield, I suppose. Doesn't look like anything else is needed there. No, no, no. Don't downplay your happiness. No, I wasn't trying to do that, Ox. I'm just not interesting enough. I couldn't think of anything interesting to say, pretty much. Oh, there was an interesting thing I was thinking about saying, though. I don't know if you guys thought about this before or not. YouTube, make sure you guys hit the like button for me. I don't know if you guys thought about that or not, but make sure. Also, I got a shout out too. If you guys didn't see my drop highlights from my LK running, you got to see it. The drop luck was so insane. It's like impossible for anyone to replicate that good of luck. But it was a hype one. Make sure you check it out. D2 content's in a little bit of a lull at the moment, so be much appreciated. Coffee down. Sly Phil, yeah, it's called a segue. Pretty good, Adam. Didn't see that one coming, huh? Goldenator says the best runes are the ones that are super cheap and great. So like the spirits and the stealth and stuff. Yeah, stealth is like low-key, like insanely powerful, really. Like a lot of times I will use stealth until I'll just rock stealth until like I get at least a Viper Magi later, if not even like more. Gosh, I'm getting beat up over here. Now this guy, oh, not this guy. Garbage. Oh, there's another guy just standing here? Okay. Just hiding in the corner, not attacking or anything? My God. What a dumbhead. Yatarlin wishes D4 was even a portion as good as D2. Honestly, I think D4 was better when it first came out, and I think they actually made it worse and worse and worse as they went on. But of course, like, you know, I don't play D3 because I liked it less, and then they made D4 more like D3, so I mean, it would kind of reason to believe that when they tried to split the difference between D3 and D2, I liked it more, and then when they decided to go away from making it like D2, that I liked it less, of course. Kind of makes sense, but... A little Co-rune up there. That's a little bit outside my range of what I take. I mean, I don't even pick up low runes, so I mean, if I don't pick up a low, you know, I'm not picking up a Co. Our dolls trying to get some runes. Trying to get some runes. Small charm though, there's no way I missed a small charm. There's just no way. So I was trying to read chat and I thought I would just keep attacking and I biffed it. Not picking up $100 bills. I'm like the Bill Gates in D2. I wouldn't go that far. I haven't picked up codes for years. I mean, I would pick it up if I was online ladder or something, and I would end up just giving it to somebody because what am I going to do with it? But $64 Ogre X. Codes are good for trading like a month and a half into ladder for like a gold wrap or something. That's like what it's good for. Or like if you want a low rolled bone hue or something. That small charm was probably a +7 all res with 10 magic find. Could have been. Could have been. Cody R, watching the videos for a few months. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching the vids. Welcome in, by the way. Daltonator saying on ladder, when you need a code to make something, you're not going to have one. Maybe true, maybe true. $230. Large charm, no good. The wrong rolls on some of these council members. Merc get beat up a little bit. Fort Rune, there we go. Give her a zoom just in case. Guess we're all good there. Oh, Cody H coming in with 5. Gifted Slayer ships. Cody H, thank you so much for the channel support. My man. Appreciate you. Cody R asking anything about ladder. I've heard nothing. Nope. Yeah, Tutoy, you seen it pop up right after I joined a new game. Yep, P3, so pretty solid. For whatever reason, I guess maybe the crushing blows doing some of the damage or something. 1 and 3 doesn't feel too much different on kill speed, to be honest. Actually, you know what? I didn't even try players like 7. I wonder how the speed it would be. I don't think I even tried it. I mean, it'd probably be so dreadfully slow because they keep healing each other. You don't take them out fast enough. Maybe I'll try it one run just to say I tried it. Rex, yo, thank you for the Jeff Bezos subscription. Thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Yeah, don't let him keep those Twitch Prime subs. It's free money in his pocket if you let him keep those things. So give them to somebody. Yeah, sorry if I missed it, but yeah, I'm rocking Wolf Howl, which is Gives you the lycanthropy, which lets you turn into werewolf, and then you can rock feral rage. Let's try P7. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna like it. Woo! What is going on? Holy moly! Let me go to a new game here. I don't know what happened right there. I don't know what happened right there, and there's instantly a guy with whatchamacallit too. Huh. Honestly, a little bit slower. A little bit slower. I was gonna say it's not even much slower, but it is a little bit slower, and then they're gonna be healing and healing. Yeah, that's real annoying. Yeah, 3's kind of fine out here, I think, anyways. With the no drop chance difference or whatever, you know. We'll finish this one up, but... Check the claw. Oh. Ah. No bueno. Made it easier to prime sub from the phone. Ah, gotcha, gotcha. Yep, I'm cool with Plays 3, I think. Yeah, grief, Cody R. Yep. Exactly what I'm using. Yeah, Gultinator, I did stack up the strength, this is true, which I usually wouldn't do. But, like, my survivability, like, in general, I've never had a problem. That one time when I tally stomped on P7, that was the first time I think I've used a potion on myself. This entire, you know, 3 or 4 streams I've been playing, so. Before, yeah, because it gets the damage up. Before I put all the points into vitality like you normally would, it had like 7k health. I'm like, well, what's the point of that? When on, you know, you can see right here on with 3500 it barely dips unless they have a crazy roll on their, you know, cursed, multi-shot, aura enchanted. Because I leech so much life back. It did dip a little bit right there, but you know, the life leech on this skill is 4 to 48, so an insane amount of life leech. Oh, rune. Fine. Sometimes ID the armors just see how lucky I can get. I don't have a build or anything set up there, lone barbarian. Don't have a bot command. Zinu. No, so I got a grief, and I'm using a beast, which gives me a fanaticism aura. Oops, don't want to do that. Oh yeah, he's immune to physical there again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think that is true there, Gultinator, that when you attack the other, you don't hit with the other weapon. You only hit with the main. Unless I have a misunderstanding, which would be possible, but I think I'm right. Dang, and the guy immune to physical is the one that's got the might aura that's giving my merc problems, so that's cool. Sniper! Welcome in. Yeah, Smulp says he says correct. Only hit with the main. Good. I prefer when I'm correct, and I prefer less when I'm wrong, so that's good. Ah. Ah, I can't click. Can't click on him. Maybe if I zoom in, make it easier. The weirdest thing about zooming in is the items names look incredibly small. Like, I feel like the names actually look like they get bigger when you zoom out, and when you zoom in, it looks like the font actually literally gets smaller. Goltonator says you could do a lemmed crystal sword. The whole gold find, yeah. I could. Lone Barbarian. The Merc always finds a way to sneak out to find them physical immunes and just face tank them. Yeah. That way they're hitting them and they aren't leeching anything back because they're only attacking the physical immune one. Whoa. He got hit up by somebody. Oh my gosh. Whoa. How did... Somebody is beating me up. Too many of them. There's multi-hit, might, aura, fanaticized, aura enchanted. Too much going on there. Too much going on for... They almost took me out. Crazy. I cannot read your name. I can't read it, I'm not sure, but... So this barbarian helm up there is called Wolf Howl, and it allows you to turn into a wolf. I actually have 2 items on that let you turn into a wolf, actually. Because actually Beast has lycanthropy on it, too. And then this has lycanthropy on it as well. I know that it was a little bit behind chat there, but... Mainly that helm Wolf Hall. Can you turn into a bear with Beast? You could, but you wouldn't have the... You don't have the Feral Rage attack or whatever. Yeah. You just have to attack regularly, so. Yeah, we'll try one, huh? Wait, let me try some real quick. Oh, you can just quick swap. Why did I never know that? Why did I think you had to transform out and then transform into the next one? Huh. He attacks with both hands, so I don't know what that means, though. I mean, it's actually working, just normal attack. I bet you could, like, min-max this a little bit to, like... I mean, I know the build exists, like, people have played it before, but... You probably throw on the Grizz Caddy to attack super fast, and... I don't know, was that faster? Is the normal attack on the bear that much more damage than even using Feral Rage? I might have to do that another run or two here. Just to see. Twiz saying, yeah, pretty sure that bear was faster. Well then. Oh, you can't transform out because it's not on the thing. Okay, yeah. Interesting. Saffron says he's pretty sure back in the day you had to transform out. Now it's going less smooth because the attack's so much slower. Need a physical, bro. Uh-oh, and I don't leech back a ton of life either. Because the build's not really set up for it, so it leeches some. I get it from somewhere, but I think I got lucky on that last run. But obviously the gear and stuff is set up for the other one, so boy, it honestly does a bunch more damage, just a standard attack with the bear. Because of the probably, I mean, 160 on the damage here. Instead of this, just gives max life, attack rating, speed. You could probably be better off, it looks like, if you actually went with the bear, to be honest, it looks like. Maybe. Metamorphosis in the Barb helm? Yeah, maybe. Mark of the Beast or whatever. Mark of the Wolf, Mark of the Bear. Metamorphosis is one of those ones I need to make on offline single player here. That I don't think I ever made because I didn't find a base that I wanted to put it in. I just wanted to look and see what I had here, so. Got a Fireclaw one if I wanted to do like Flickering Flame Fireclaw or something. 5 to Shockwave, let's go. I mean, I could go Fury Druid, Mark of the, Metamorphosis, maybe. Or it's got the 3 to Armageddon. So that could be a Flickering Flame base. I made a 3 to Tornado, 2 to Summon Grizzly. Yeah, looks like I don't really have a... I don't know what kind of base I'd really be looking for, I guess, but... But yeah. I might go grab a Bone Break just to see how it goes. Just to see how it goes. $10, all the same. Guess we'll go with this one. See what happens. Mark of the Bear, 20% increased damage reduced. Make up for the Sunday. Oh yeah, I forgot I did that. Oh, I guess we'll do one more run like this. Yeah, I definitely have to make up maybe the life leech somewhere. I don't know, maybe not. The thing is too is I'll never know when one of the monsters is immune to physical, because this guy's got to be immune to physical. Because yeah. Yeah, I have no... This is why the breaking the physical immune in this manner doesn't really work out, because there is no like facet for minus physical resistance, right? There's, if you decrepify him or something, get it down a little bit more, but it is cool you can instantly transfer though. I didn't, it's just one of those things I'm not too familiar with, the transformed form of the druid or whatever, that I just didn't remember it or whatever. But it was like that nowadays. It's probably a change they made after they made Metamorphosis, and they're like, yeah, you have to transfer out, transfer into the thing, transfer out again, transfer back to the other one. So they made it so you can just transfer in between the two. Oh yeah, I do want this Cruel Bullrug Blade of Evisceration. So the reason I look for that too is because back in the day I had one of those and I thought it was so cool. Drax talking about using Drax. Yeah, if you need the life leech or life return, Drax with the life tap is definitely an option for sure. That might be something for a different day in a different video, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm just going to stick without doing that. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I'm going to go with the wolf. Back to the wolf now. So... I'm frozen. Get unfreezed. I don't know why, but that run seemed way faster than they did before. I don't know why. Maybe just when you get... Just depends on the rolls or the different auras and whatnot. How their AI decides to run around randomly and stuff. Oh, that guy's immune to physical for sure. Yeah, so the bone break isn't really the play, I can tell you that much. Definitely would be better off with the one point into Berserk. You could chop him down in like 5 hits, probably. Like by switching out of werewolf form and hitting him that way. Pretty lazy though. I don't know if I want to respec again. Definitely pretty lazy. Oops. See, am I missing anything? Am I missing anything? Guess not. Is today Cham Day? I wish, Ari. Lone Barbarian saying the Sunday for Melee is trash. Accurate. Accurate. It pretty much went exactly the way I anticipated. The way I remembered it. I haven't used one on a Melee character in a very long time. And that would be the reason why, I would assume. But yeah. Gotta use it once in a while just to remind yourself why it is you don't use it. I was hitting it with my Hotos. Oh. See you there. Oh. $250, huh? You guys might be thinking, Phil, what are you doing here? What are you doing? I'm going to do a quick random drop game giveaway for a bunch of stuff that I found. I'm not going to do everything today, but I have a whole bunch of stuff here that I found during the 22 Nights of Terror that, like, what am I going to do with now, right? I think I'm going to hang on to the Jaws. But I'm gonna do a drop game giveaway for some of this stuff. First come, first serve. So the game name is Phil33. The password is the letter R, if anyone's interested in any of this stuff. I know it's kind of last second here, but I'll see if anybody joins up. I'll give you guys a minute or two. Phil33, password letter R. If I'm going to do a little bit of a drop game giveaway here. What would an Amazon want? That. Maybe you want some of that? Maybe, maybe not. Couple people hopping in here. Some stuff that's so-so, I guess. Oh, sorry, martial art gloves. Well, a couple people we're on right now. I don't want to do everything because you know, I want to save some of the stuff for, you know, give people some warning or whatever. But I just wanted to just a quick giveaway for some stuff there. So we still got these jaw runes. I think one of them I found actually, didn't I? And I traded for the other. I traded enchant ormus for the other two. So there's a couple things. Hopefully you guys put some of that to use, or maybe you, I don't know, trade it for something. Ooh, something good. ZX, don't worry. Yep. Congrats on that, fellas. I'll probably do the other giveaway Friday night during the printer stream, so make sure you guys don't miss it. Make sure y'all don't miss it. Just started playing, got some items for the Amazon. Congrats on that. Yeah, T-Gods and Titans. Ooh. And a perfect lightning Sunday. Golden. Did I throw it on a Griffin's too? Man, just like stacked up a Javazon, in fact. I don't know if I threw the Griffins down or not. Actually. Kind of grabbed and chucked, so. I think I held on to the Griffins. Ah, gotcha. Maybe. You're probably right. Man, I wish I found a champ today. King James says, I don't even know what half of this stuff is. Nice. Like, never seen a Wind Force before. I've never seen a Crown of Ages before. Well, most, not everything I threw down, but most everything I threw down is, like, kind of valuable that you could trade it for something, so. It's all worth like a little bit. My gosh, if every run went like that, they're all just piled inside there. And love this. Is this what I think it is? Yeah, this thing's crazy. Remember that playthrough when we found this? Like the ladder reset, we're like, oh, we're not gonna get a spirit sword. Forget it. We'll skip it. We'll figure it out later. And then in Act 2 of Nightmare, we dropped this, and this thing is just sick on the playthrough. It's just crazy. That 50 to all res and the 175 to mana, 80 to life. You find that at early Nightmare, it's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, let's go after this guy. Okay, I'm gonna take those. Come back and stream till 10. No, I'm gonna get off in a minute here. I gotta go shovel the driveway, get the daughter. I'll see what she wants, but I think I might take her sledding or something. My wife works till like 7 and she'll get home till like 7:30, but with the snow it'll probably be like 7:45. Take her, maybe I'll see if she wants to go sledding. She'll probably complain because it's cold, she won't want to go or something, but come on, please. Those.